So some examples of 6-box that our business unit has done are, we've done a few neat ones. One of them was actually with a non-client, and they came to us looking for some professional development sessions. What they wanted to do was have something designed for their management team that would be unique to them. So we talked to them about a few different sessions and have done some, but one of the things that came up was actually 6-box. When we talked to them about it, they loved the idea about focusing on growth and honing in on sort of the key areas that would help them be successful. So we held a session with them, and what came out is that they're looking actually to do some major acquisitions and had to present to their independent board. When we did that and we ran the session, we were able to have them focus in on the challenges and the areas that they would really need to be laser focused in order to be successful. And I'm happy to report, as a result, they received approval from the board to do $70 million worth of acquisitions, and they've closed their first acquisition since our session. The difference is with an advisory session, while these are facilitated, it's really about the learning and the thinking that the client does versus us steering them in a particular direction. Every session is unique. There's no way to predict exactly how it will go. The conversations are fluid, and it's really about asking the right questions and spending the time listening to what they're saying and getting them to dive deeper into their thoughts. Probably the main ones are in actually allowing them to prioritize what it is that they should be focusing on that will drive them towards what their ultimate goal is. We spend a lot of time talking with respect to the journey on value and time, and every time that we've done the session, we keep bringing the conversation back to that. When we're going through the conversation, we're talking about issues and action items. We do it in terms of how will that help you advance your ultimate priority. Pick up the phone, take a few minutes, think about a few clients that that this might be useful for, although I would probably argue it's useful for all. It's really a matter of picking up the phone. Don't be afraid. Some things that we have heard, and I've heard specifically, is, well, my client already believes that we know them, or our clients have this thought that we understand everything about their business. So how can we have a conversation and say that we want to have a deeper understanding of their business when they believe we should understand it? What I would say is all business owners like to talk about their business and like it when somebody challenges their thinking, asks them to prioritize, asks them to take a few minutes and again step back. And as a result, no one has said no to having a session. So just go for it. One of the sessions we were doing, it was with one owner and 3 of his senior management team. During the session, it became fairly clear to myself and Jill while we were facilitating that there was a disconnect between what the owner was saying and how the management team was feeling. We sort of took a chance and kind of called out the mood in the room, and probably that was the most impactful thing that we did throughout the entire day, because we were able to then facilitate a conversation about how they were feeling, what the trepidations were. It was all in the context of hyper growth and doing some acquisitions without adding to the management team. So I would say, don't be afraid, have fun with it, ask probative questions that get your client thinking, or the prospect thinking. And really, at the end of the day, realize that we as advisors do have a lot to offer. So just by being in the room and facilitating the session for them, the value is absolutely there in what we're doing.